9% काम जाल्लें 98% जाल्लें आसा. दुसरो जुवारी ब्रिज करतले ते पॅकेजीन आसा. ताका आतां लोकांचें ऑब्जेक्शन आशिल्लें तो कॅटल अंडरपास करपाक एप्रुवल दिल्लें लोकांनीच बंद उडयलें स्पिकर सर थंय तेन्ना. आतां विरज बाब म्हाका परतून कॅटल अंडरपास मागता. आतां पळया कितें जाता स्पिकर सर.
श्रीकृष्ण साळकर.
Sir, I would like to draw the attention of the government towards the major overloading of cargo, much more than the permissible limits that is being carried out at MPT area, leading to major spillage and pollution issues. Is the government aware of this? If yes, then what is the action on the violators? Sir, वास्को MPT एरियान कार्गो जो वता तो इतलो ओव्हरलोड असता. आता ते म्हणतात की ते परमिसिबल लिमीट असता म्हणून. परमिसिबल लिमीट असल्या पासून जाल्यार जे ट्रक असता तांकां वयर फाळके वयर आसपा जाय. ते फाळके सकयल आसून तो स्पिलेज असो वयर घालतात आनी तो वाट भर वता आसतना पडटा. सो गव्हर्मेंटान हाजेर कितें तरी एक्शन इमिडिएटली घेवपा जाय अशें म्हाका दिसता. नाजाल्यार दुसरें आनी एक थंय आंदोलन सुरू जातलें.
श्री रुदल फर्नांडीस.
Speaker sir, fear and anxiety in the minds of the people of Santa Cruz due to dilapidated condition of the Swiss Gate along the Santa Cruz Panjim Road near Four Pillars Monument. How does the government take steps to resolve the matter? Speaker sir, आमची सांता क्रूजसान पणजे वयताना 4 हांब्यांनी आमची 2 मानश्यो आहा आनी ह्यो मानशेचें कंडिशन इतलें बॅड जालेलें आहा ते केन्ना मोडत तें सांगूंक जायना. एक 20 वर्सां फाटीं थिंगासर बीम घाल्लेले बीम घाल्लेले व्हडले हेवी बीम आनी हे बीम फातर कॉलेप्स जावन हे बीम बँड जाल्लेले आहा. आनी हे बीम बँडूच न्हू जो थिंगासर एक क्रॉस बीम कॉन्क्रिटाचो आसलो तोय बँड जाल्लो आहा आनी कंडिशन इतलें बॅड आहा की सकयल्यान वचल्यार दिश्टी पडटा वयल्यान ते कांय दिश्टी पडना. ताका लागून मागता आमचो मिनिस्टर सदांच आमकां कॉपरेशन दिता तेणें मातशें हिंगा विजीट करून हे मातशें सिट्युएशन हँडल करचें आनी हातीन घेवचें.
रिक्रोज सिल्वा.
Noted, Speaker, sir.
Speaker, sir, fear and anxiety in the mind of people of Sanjay DRL of hill cutting in the jurisdiction of village Panchayat of Sanjay DRL. So, Sanjay DRL एक गांव फाटले पावटी असेंब्ली पासून एक्सपिरियन्स सांगलेले थिंगा इलिगली जायते एक्टिविटी जातात. रिसंटली आतां स्पेशली 2 म्हयन्या आदीं 260/1 हे सर्वेया हिल कटिंग चलता आनी हांव जाणा 7 meters हायट म्हाका दिसना हुंय हिल कटिंग अलाउड केला म्हणून. आनी हे प्लॅन पासून जे परमिशन पासून थिंगा ना हांव 100% जाणा थिंगा परमिशन ना. हेजी इन्क्वायरी जावची कित्याक थिंगा टॅक्निकल क्लियरन्स दिला पूण टॅक्निकल क्लियरन्साक कंटूर मॅप आहा तेज्या सिग्नेचर मारली ना. सो थिंगा इलिगल हिल कटिंग चलता. सो म्हाका डिमांड करता थिंगा इन्क्वायरी जावची म्हणून.
येस ओके. बेंजी वेगस.
Speaker sir, there is fear and anxiety in the minds of 700 plus young women of Benaulim constituency regarding the Ladli Lakshmi scheme not being sanctioned from 2016 till date. The young women have apprehensions on the intention of the government, the steps the government intends to take in the matter. Speaker sir, हांव जाणा काल सांगलां की 31 मार्च म्हणल्यार हें सँक्शन जातलें म्हूण. बट आय थिंक एक इन्स्टिट्युशनल फ्रेमवर्क करपाची गरज आहा and it is required that in 30 days to 60 days from the date of application Ladli Lakshmi Mukar clear जावची म्हणून. That is what is the request.
Yes. Shri Alex Sigera.
Speaker sir, I would like to draw the attention of the Honorable Minister for Power. During the Tokti cyclone, youth were employed by his department on an emergency basis. However, the initial period of some 4-5 months, wages are still pending. The wages have not been settled. Request, please get this settled as soon as possible.
Shri Jita Rulgar. Sang bhai. Hai. Press it.
तोक्ते हेचेर जे भुरगे घेतल्या तांकां 3 म्हयन्याचो पेमेंट उरला आनी तो पेमेंट आमी क्लियर करता.
Fear and anxiety in the mind of people of Mandre constituency due to shortage of water. Speaker sir, 7-7 दीस 8-8 दीस उदीक नासता आनी मांद्र्याचे जाण पूण सांग कित्याक जाण 30 MLD प्लांट ऑलरेडी सँक्शन जाला, वर्क ऑर्डर दिला, कामूय स्टार्ट जातले. धन्यवाद म्हणटा ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर. एक मिनिट तर स्पीकर सर, 15 MLD प्लांट 7-8 म्हयन्यांनी स्टार्ट जातले, पूण हे 7-8 म्हयने मांद्र्या मतदारसंघात उदकाचो इतलो व्हडलो इशू आहा. हे 7-8 म्हयने कशे लोकांचो प्रॉब्लेम उदका विशयी सॉल्व जातले ते ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टरान तेची नोट घेवपाची.
श्री शंकर बावनकर.
स्पीकर सर सांगपाक जाय. स्पीकर सर लोकांक दिसतलें आमकां काय खबर ना. स्पीकर सर
शंकर बावनकर एक मिनिट
बस म्हणटा विजय म्हणटा सांगनाका म्हणटा लोकांक. आपण सांगता तेच सांग म्हणटा तो. दुसऱ्यान सांगलें काय सांगनाका म्हणटा. बस म्हणटा बसता. सांगा ना विजय म्हणटा म्हणून आयकपाक पडला. स्पीकर सर जे 15 MLD जो वॉटर सप्लाय चांदेला तो पंपाचो म्हाका दिसता आनी 2-3 म्हयन्यांनी आमी चालू करतले. कालूच हांव ऑनरेबल MLA जी तारोलकर आनी ऑनरेबल MLA प्रवीणा कडेन बसला. आज असो प्रॉब्लेम जाला की प्लांट देखून चालू जालो. स्पीकर सर ते उदक आमकां दिवपाक मेळचें ना. ताका खबर आहा कित्याक ते. पायपलायन घालपाक स्पीकर सर जागो आमचे कडेन ना. ते वयर टँक बांदलेली आसा ते ना. आनी तेका भितर हांवें ताका रिक्वेस्ट केला की असेंब्ली सेशन जातरी आमी येतले लोकां कडेन उलयतले. कित्याक इशू कितें आहा स्पीकर सर, आतां रिक्विजिशन एक्ट घातलो जाल्यार मागीर आमचें ऑपोजिशन बॉब मारता लोकांचे जागे घेतले म्हणून. एक्विजिशन एक्ट घालपाक आमचे कडेन पोजिशन ना. स्पीकर सर रिक्विजिशन घालपाक जाय कित्याक वॉटर इज अ एसेन्शियल कम्युनिटी. आतां थंय प्लांट चालू जातलो उदक आमकां दिवपाक मेळचें ना. स्पीकर सर पायपलायन घालपाक आमकां जागो ना. आतां दोगांनी आमदारांनी हांव रिक्वेस्ट करता ना फ्लोर ऑफ द हावस की दोगांनी आमदारांनी बसोन उदकाचो विशय ऑनरेबल CMन सॉल्व केल्लो आसा. तुमी स्पीकर सर 6 म्हयन्यांनी हांव तुका 3 म्हयन्या भितर करून दाखयता. 2-3 म्हयन्या भितर करून दाखयता. तेणी मातशें लक्ष घालपाक जाय. ते लक्ष घालना. स्पीकर सर हांव ताका परतून सांगता दोगांयकू की मातशें लोकां कडेन बसय आनी बस आनी ताचें सोल्युशन काड. हांव दिता म्हण उदक. तेणी मातशें दोगांनी बसचें अशें तुमचे कडेन रिक्वेस्ट करता. 0 आवर मेन्शन केलें म्हण जावचें ना. स्पीकर सर तेणी मातशें हेल्प करपाक जाय सरकाराक. आमच्या सरकाराचे आमदार ते. थँक्यू स्पीकर.
शंकर बावनकर.
Apprehension raised by the taxi operator at Dabolim International Airport regarding their business in Murmagaon Taluka. Fear and anxiety in the minds of traditional yellow-black taxi and tourist taxi operator at Dabolim International Airport with the commencement of Manohar Mopa International Airport. This taxi operator at Dabolim International Airport are solely dependent on taxi business at the airport for their livelihood, with no other source of income. They fear with the commencement of Manohar Mopa International Airport, Dabolim Airport will eventually be closed, and thus there is apprehension in their minds about the impact of their livelihood. What step does the government intend to take to safeguard the interest of this taxi operator at Dabolim International Airport?
Yes.
Sir, आमच्या CMन सांगलेलेच आसा सर कितें बाबा दाबोलीम एअरपोर्ट हो कंटिन्यू उरतलो म्हणून थंय करपाक. बट फक्त आमच्या टॅक्सीवाल्यांच्या भावांच्या मदीं एक भंय जाल्लो आसा. तेंच्यांनी एक लेटरूय केल्लेलें आसा आमच्या ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टराक आनी तांकां एकदां आफोवन मागता CMा कडेन कित्याक तांकां एक एश्युरन्स दिवपाक. कित्याक तेंचो जो भंय आसा तो भंय तेंच्या मनांसून काडचो. हे येल्लो ब्लॅक टॅक्सी आनी जे ट्युरिस्ट टॅक्सीवाले आसा पळय जितले तेंच्या मनांसून हो काडचो. एश्युरन्स CMन दिल्लेलेच आसा आमकां सगल्यांक. आमकां खबर आसा दाबोलीम एअरपोर्ट क्लोज जावपा ना. बट ह्या लोकांक मातशें खंय तरी एक एश्युरन्स दिवपाक लागून हांव CMा कडेन मागता की तांकां आफोवन तेंचे कडेन एक मिटींग करची म्हणून.
स्पीकर सर काल दाजीन भंय व्यक्त केलो, आज संकल्प भंय व्यक्त करता. ताका परत एकदां सांगता हांव भिवपाची गरज ना म्हणून. दाबोली बंद जावचो ना. दॅट इज ट्रू. आनी कारण आतां रिव्यू घेत आसता डे टू डे. आमकां अजुनूय बी म्हाका दिसता दोनूय एअरपोर्ट जे आसा चालू उरतले त्या ती टॅक्सीकारांक तरी भिवपाची गरज ना.
डॉक्टर दिव्या राणी.
Speaker sir, there's fear and anxiety in the minds of parents due to cancellation of classes due to a shortage of school teachers in government primary schools Pariye. Almost 28 teachers from GPS Pariye have been commissioned as supervisors to carry out field work 3 days in a week for the agriculture census 2022-2023. And as most of the government primary schools are managed by a single teacher, there are no replacements. And schools are forced to remain closed at least 3 times in a week. So this is in addition to the shortage of teachers and non-availability of temporary replacements. The teachers of the GPS are already overburdened because besides their regular teaching, they have to handle other activities like the State Council of Education Research, Goa Samagra. So I request Honorable Chief Minister to please cancel their additional duties and keep them in the schools only. And this additional duty that they've got for the census, agriculture census, to please cancel it. Thank you.
Speaker sir, Honorable MLA Mrs. Rane, तेंच्यांनी जो इश्यू मेन्शन केला हांव डायरेक्टर ऑफ एड्युकेशना कडेन उलयतां तेंच्यांनी कसलो सेन्सस दिला तो पळयता आनी वेळ पडलो जाल्यार तो कॅन्सल करता.
पेपर टू बी लेड. श्री रवि नाईक, कृषी मंत्री.
Speaker, sir, I lay on the table the papers shown against my name in today's order.
Yes, Sri Mamin Gudino, Radar Mantri.
Sir, I lay on the table the paper shown against the Minister for Panchayat names in today's order.
Sri Subhash Desai, Samaj Kalyan Mantri. Subhash Desai, Samaj Kalyan Mantri. Paper to be laid.
Paper परत bill आयस्ता.
Sir, I lay on the table the papers shown against my name in today's order.
Sri Vishwajit Rane, Ran Khartache Mantri.
Sir, I lay on the table the papers shown against my name in today's order.
Calling attention, Sri Uriah Lemau, Leader of Opposition, Sri Vijay Sardesai, Benji Vegas, Elton DiCosta, Cruz Silva.
Speaker, sir, fear and anxiety in the minds of the people of Goa, especially those dependent on the tourism, music and entertainment industry, with regards to the negative impact on Goan culture, social events, religious festivals, weddings, family functions and Goan tourism industry as a result of the ban on playing amplified music beyond 10 p.m. The steps the government will take in this matter. And Speaker sir, all issues जो sound ban it is, Speaker sir, as per the noise pollution regulation and control rules of 2000.
Yes.
Because sir, it's a lengthy answer, and after my answer, it will be circulated. It is loaded on a portal of the House if he wants to see. Hard copy will be circulated after my answer. Speaker sir, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has notified a noise regulation and control rules 2000 under the power conferred under the Environment Protection Act of 1986, which is a concurrent legislation. The government has represented to the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change in 2020 as well as 2023 for amendment to the noise rules as follows. Goa has a unique and diverse culture, and historically, right from the pre-liberation era, the local community has been celebrating marriages with joy and pomp past midnight. The local village level regulations, religious celebrations, that is Jatra, feast, are also late evening celebrations which are going past midnight and a common feature in all villages across Goa. But after the introduction of the Noise Pollution Regulation and Control Act Rules 2000, as amended till 10/8/2017, wide as circular SO number 2555E, all the activities are now curtailed and causing legal impediments to such religious cultural activities. Tourism industry is a backbone of Goan economy and also a main source of livelihood for the local population. Being a popular beach destination since the year 1970, today the tourist footfalls are about 1 crore as against a local population of only 15.5 lakhs. Goa has also evolved as a wedding destination as well a destination of conventions, events and conferences. Since the state of Goa is unique in its features and characteristics, it is imperative that for the state of Goa, the restrictions prescribed in the rules on use of sound should be relaxed. In view of this, the Honorable Minister for Environment and Climate Change has made various representations in the year 2020 and again 2023, the Honorable Minister of Environment and Forestry, Government of Goa, has asked for the following changes. Is not in front, has asked for the following changes. Number one, the provision of at 5(3) permits every state government to issue a notification to permitting use of public address systems during night hours, that is between 10 to 12 midnight, or during cultural, religious or festive occasions of a limited duration not exceeding 15 days in all, during a calendar year in advance, which we are going to do now. This gets exhausted by the state government to hold a recognized state festival. Therefore, the state is not able to permit traditional festivals which have been going on for centuries, as pointed out here above, thus depriving the local traditional festivals their rightful need for celebrating their festivals. Hence, suggested above, provision requires to be inserted at 5(6). The use of loudspeakers or public address system, and like during night hours between 10 p.m. to 12 midnight, shall be permitted in every village or municipality on the day of the annual Jatra or of the feast will be notified by the state government. This is what we have asked for a change. We are pursuing the matter. Second insertion, what we have asked, Speaker Sir, is insertion as required at 5(7). The use of loudspeakers or public address systems and like during night hours between 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. at night shall be permitted to the designated and recognized venues, be it open or closed, and recreational zones, provided that the venue is recognized and authorized by the local state pollution control board and install sound barriers fencing around the periphery of the venue, recreational zone on online and online continuous monitoring level and electronic display of real-time noise levels in the periphery of the venue. The entertainment zone to be identified and notified by the state government, provided that the authority will still be at the liberty to prohibit and restrict use of music/sound as permissible above in the event of any complaints or disturbances, any annoyance as received by the authority. This is what also we have asked and we are pursuing. Speaker Sir, thirdly, we have also said that the state of Goa is traditionally having shacks on the beaches since 1970. And tourists frequently at the beaches during the evening of leisure and recreation. Therefore, such areas need an independent categorization of zone as well as definition of daytime and nighttime for such purposes. And that is why government has requested to insert an additional zone, entertainment zone, in schedule to the rules which limits as applicable to the industrial areas. And in the note below, with the insert the terms, except for entertainment zones, the daytime will be mean from 6 to 12 midnight, and night will mean from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. This is also we have asked. Speaker Sir, we have also asked this would also require amendment in the definition of night time. In Rule 2(1), night time means the period between 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. by insertion of a term except in entertainment zone, where night time means period between 12 midnight to 6 a.m. This is also we have asked. I would also clarify that on WHO, which I have annexed in the annexure, which will be circulated, WHO guidelines for noise are as available on the Central Pollution Control Board, which we have highlighted to the Environment Ministry at the center, because it is not the state subject, it is the central subject, which has said after taking into consideration the ill effects due to noise composition, specifying the noise levels to 100 dBA LEQ for 4 hours during ceremonies, festivals and entertainment events, and 85 decibel ALEQ for public address indoors and outdoors for 1 hour duration. The schedule of the noise rules should be suitably amendment in terms of the said guidelines of WHO. We have asked this also because World Health Organization is an organization which is an international organization which gives parameters entire world. So we have asked to incorporate this in the system. We have also asked, this is what I want to tell you, there are misconceptions in interpretation of the time duration required for monitoring the noise levels as mentioned in the schedule of the notification which has been addressed by the Central Pollution Control Board in its publication Protocol of Ambient Level Noise Monitoring, and at point number 6 titled Monitoring Time and Monitoring Parameters. These aspects needs a mention in the rule at note at serial number 3 by way of insertion that the ambient noise level monitoring shall be carried out as per the protocol published by the Central Pollution Control Board, which also we have asked the Environment Department, the Center, to do the notification. The Central Pollution Control Board, in their report titled Scale of Compensation to be recovered for violation of noise pollution regulation control rules 2000, submitted in compliance to the directions of the Honorable NGT on the OA number 519 of 2016 between Hardeep Singh and others versus SDMC and others at point number 4, limitations of noise rules with respect to loudspeakers as sub-paragraph Roman 4, accepted that there are no source-specific standards for loudspeakers and public address system. The source-specific standards for loudspeakers and public address system need to be notified in the Environment Protection Rules of 1986, and the standards for vehicles, machineries, and domestic appliances for manufacture after 93, 2003, and 2005, and latest needs to be revised at the present time. This also we have asked the state government, Speaker, sir. The government will pursue the matter with the central ministry to consider above, which are the apprehensions of the citizens of the state of Goa, and carry out the necessary amendments in the noise rules, regulations and control rules 2000. The state of Goa has notified action plan, which is some action plan. It is made mandatory for the open air venues. I'm repeating. We have made it mandatory for AP open air venues for marriages, weddings, functions, parties to install online noise monitoring system display board along the periphery of the venue. The online system shall be connected to the Goa State Pollution Control Board server as well as the office of the SDM of the Office of the Deputy Superintendent of Police for the purpose of monitoring noise level and ensuring compliance to the rules. The open air venue operators has to submit the details of equipment installed and at the venue to the concerned SDM, and SDM will forward the same to Goa State Pollution Control Board for inspection and comment. The GSPC will also carry out noise level mapping and various locations in the state, which include industrial zone, commercial zone, residential zones.
कितले मिनिट जाय तुमकां?
5 मिनिटं.
5 मिनिटां. सभागृहाचे कामकाज 10 मिनिटांनी वाडयतात.
And silent zones. Annexure, I have annexed all this at the annexure which have been given to you, Speaker, sir. I will only add that I have been asking every time, everybody informed in the press. I have also annexed the actual letters addressed by me to the Honorable Environment Minister. Honorable CM has also been kind enough to pursue the matter, and we are pursuing the matter to find a realistic solution to goinचे आमचे problem आसा, Speaker, sir. आणि हांव एक रिक्वेस्ट करता ह्या माध्यमांतल्यान आमचे सगळे आमदार आसा की ऑल ओपन एअर वेन्यूज बिकॉज द रोल हॅज टू बी डिफायन्ड and we are now compulsory telling them to put a monitoring mechanism which they have to put. Why is because आता कितें जाला स्पीकर सर वयता ते धांक बंद करता नो डाउट बिकॉज ऑफ द नॉयज रूल्स आनी ब्लेम करता गव्हर्मेंटाक. गव्हर्मेंट सांगता ते करना. सो वी विल टेक एक्शन अगेन्स्ट देम and we'll seal this. I assure on the floor of the house that if they don't put in a specified time जे venues जे legal आसा, illegal आसा, we are taking action. Legal venues जे आसा, they have to put an entire fencingच्या भितर जे boundary म्हणटा पळय, they have to put a noise monitoring mechanism which I have defined in this, and we will give reports to change and will subsistain. आमचे जे क्लेम आमी करता की आमचे गोंयान अशे गोष्टी जाता की आमी मॉडिफाय करून ऑनरेबल सीएमय उलयल्ले आसा, एश्युरन्स आमकां मेळिल्ले आसा. वी आर पर्स्यूइंग. सो विथ द हेल्प ऑफ ऑल द MLAs I request that every venue which is an open venue, they have to start implementing and putting the noise monitoring mechanism which will be connected to the Pollution Control Board and the SDM for the future, so that we can bring the necessary regulation change for the people of Goa. गोंयचे लोकांक आमकां हे जे वेडिंग्स आनी बाकीचे गोष्टी जात्रा आनी फेस्तां जी म्हणटा ती 12% करपाक आमकां मेळटली स्पीकर सर.
फुडलें डिस्कशन आफ्टर ब्रेक करूया. सभागृहाचें कामकाज 2:30 पर्यंत आमी स्थगीत करता.